I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom. Don't worry about missing the headlines. We're here to help. It's the Orlando Shine.
Welcome to the Orlando Shine Show with Brendan and John. I'm John Bustegger.
And I'm Brendan O'Connor from the Orlando Shine. Your news source for not so hyper local news.
So Brendan, if people don't know, that's the brand new website that you are launching.
Yeah, and right now it's a site to sign up for our newsletter. So, but if you want to see some news that I've been writing about, you can go hit up our socials on Facebook or Instagram,
And
Orlando Shine.
Yeah, the Orlando Shine on Instagram and Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the website is orlandoshine.com.
Yes, sir.
Not fully done yet.
We have the Orlando Shine as well, but that's not hooked up yet.
We're
'cause
working on it.
I don't know how to
You're
do
working
that.
on it.
Yeah, well, our web guy, Benjamin, is doing. Ben Collins from Boldest, formerly Laughing Samurai, is hard at work, I think.
All right.
Making the site. We'll see. If we don't have it in 2 more weeks, I'll just do it my own damn self.
There you go. Go get it on GeoCities.
Yeah,
and get it going.
Yeah. How's your week going, John?
Week's going good. My wife Leanne had a art opening.
She did.
On Friday.
I was there.
Yeah, you were. Thank you. It was at Favo.
At Favo. It was so hot, I couldn't stay long.
It was hot in there. It was hot.
Yeah.
It's because the art was hot.
It was. It was. It was. And just, Florida. Ever since that, the time I got hauled to the hospital putting up those pigeons, I just get hot real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't want to risk it. I have trauma.
She's a ceramics artist, and it's called Making Conversations. So if you get a chance, come check it out in July or August. There'll be some info.
When it opens again?
Yes. Yeah. She'll have some more openings.
It's really interesting. Leanne does these pieces that are about starting conversations.
Yes.
So there could be prompts on the plates or like yes or no. I love that. What a cool way if you got some for Thanksgiving or something. It could be a good way to get your parents to talk about things that aren't politics, maybe,
or maybe,
or like just instead of just the crap they always talk about.
Yeah.
It could be a prompt to really get deep.
Anyway, I'm really proud of her.
Uh-huh.
So it was a great show, and a lot of people showed up, and there'll be some more stuff coming up.
I love it. We're hanging. We didn't say where we are. We're at Redlight in Audubon Park tonight. It's a great brewery.
Yes, they got great food too.
The food, Chef Jes Tantalo, who I first met when we did Orlando Soup.
What's that?
You know what that is.
Orlando Soup?
Isn't that what it's called? Or the Super Duper Challenge?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Orlando
I'm
Soup
sorry.
is a fundraiser where you pay for soup and then you hear people and then you vote for your favorite speaker and they get the cash. Super Duper Challenge was for iDignity, and they do it every year. They partner up local notables with a chef, and they have to create a soup from scratch, and then people compete for the best soup.
There you
and
go.
I was paired up with Jess 2 years in a row.
Did you win?
No. You won.
I don't know if we won or not.
Were you and Elliot Hillis?
I just got yelled at for 3 hours.
Gosh, you would always say that. You're like, he's so mean to me. So rude, Elliot. And he can be.
But no, we're here at Redlight here, hanging out in Audubon Park. Tons of beers here. If you've never been.
So many beers.
They're kind of originally were known as like a beer bar, and still are. Like, they just have beers from, like, all over the world. Like, anything you want, they got it.
They got it. Or they'll think up something that's close to it.
Exactly.
You asked for an African-American
No,
lager.
I said a black lager.
Well.
And they gave me a porter,
and
which
he
is
said,
close
black
enough.
people don't make beer. You're crazy.
That's not true. It's not true.
Oh, okay. Well, can I tell you about my week?
Yeah, what was your week like, Brendan?
Did we talk about Gotha last week?
I saw that you went out to Gotha.
I did, because I can do that now.
You can't. You're allowed outside your bubble.
Yeah, we popped that bubble. I can do whatever the hell I want now. I went to Woodlawn Cemetery, which is where Bob Ross is buried. And
he's a painter, if you don't know. He was on PBS.
Known for Happy Little Trees.
Yeah, and Clouds.
And Clouds. And on PBS, he was great. He used to be a... was he in the Navy?
He was in the military. I don't know what branch.
I think I might have made that up.
Let's say he was a seaman.
Okay. Burp. And he is buried in the Valor section of Woodlawn Cemetery. So we made a little pilgrimage out there. There's a video up on our Instagram if you want to see it.
On the Orlando Shine Instagram.
Yes. And actually, I put it up on the YouTube Shorts, and it's doing really well.
Oh, that's great. I didn't even check that.
Yeah.
I need to check that.
Every time I'm doing it now. It's something I always wanted to do for Bungalow or never did. So, but, yeah.
The Shorts do well. YouTube Shorts can do really, really well.
It's the first one we ever shared. We literally had nothing else up there except for our podcast stuff, John. And it got like 15,000 views.
Oh,
or
wow,
something
that's awesome.
Yeah, just
that's
on the
great.
first share. So yes.
You're big time now, buddy.
Well,
you're gonna quit. You're gonna leave me behind.
Never. I will never. You're like a skin tag. You know, I'll never get you
those
removed.
cut off.
But you don't because it's a party. Oh, Hush Puppies
we
just
got all
showed
kinds
up.
Of food.
Some chicken wings. We got to take some pictures before we eat them all.
So when they opened, I don't remember their original location, but I remember the second location, which was on Bennett Road.
Okay.
They didn't really have food there.
No.
And even this location really didn't have food.
Food came later. Jess would do pop-ups here in the parking lot. She used to run the kitchens over at East End Market, split off, started to do pop-ups, and then they built it looks like a little jewelry box right in the middle of the building. If you go in the back of Redlight, it's this pretty pink box.
And now there you got food.
Full of food, yes.
Like great food. We got some Hush Puppies. We got some wings. So we'll get some photos of that stuff. We'll put it up on the gram.
And then also I've been doing a lot with the Soto Main Street District. So.
Cool. Oh, yeah, the art stuff.
Yeah, we're actually going to do a call for walls very soon. So any business in Soto that is receptive to having a mural on their wall in the future, you can sign up. And we're going to be sending out a little call for that. You can send in the deets, like a little picture of the wall.
What if I lived in Soto? Can I have my house as a...
No, the city gets a little weird about residential stuff like that.
There's a place in College Park, near where you live, actually. That guy, or gal, I don't know, has kind of a mural on their front door. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they kind of got in trouble for that.
Really?
Someone else, there's one in South Eola near South Street where they put a mosaic all on the front of their building, too. Oh, I just saw this lady hit my car with her door.
Uh-oh. You want to go punch her?
No, she's Asian. She'll get away with it. I can't hit her. And then we were at Jim Hobart's show, which was great. If you go to the Current in College Park, the seafood...
Yep, right on Edgewater.
Not really. Is it seafood? Or do
yeah,
we say
seafood.
Fish fry?
It's seafood.
Okay.
It comes from the sea.
Well,
I mean,
like SpongeBob.
It's lobster. It's salmon.
I guess I just think of fish fries as different, but it's
not all fried.
It's not just fried.
You can get it. Yeah.
Okay.
But he has a show
of his underwater photography.
Yeah.
Which
I was a little disappointed though
that I wasn't there.
That I did not see you on the walls.
That's literally why I went. Was to see my mermaid picture up on the wall, and he didn't use any of them.
I was not disappointed. It was great.
It's all boobs. It's all what's that about? Male gaze.
I don't know.
He wanted to show all his hot burlesque dancer friends.
Maybe he wants to give the people what they want.
Yeah, which are boobs. I have to say though, I did convince Jim. Oh, she's gonna hit my car.
No, she's not. She might hit this one behind her though.
She shouldn't go that way. She doesn't know what she's doing.
There she goes.
Go the other way, Mama.
The people on the radio have no idea what's going on.
They don't. Well, just a lady who can't pull out of the parking lot here.
She just went straight back. It's like, how come I... Oh, now she's coming forward.
She's wasted. She's wasted. She brought her kid here after school, slammed back some craft beers, and now she can't get out of the parking lot. Yeah.
Although this person in the red could probably get out of the way and help him out. Well, that's real close to your car. All right, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I convinced Jim to do. I want to do. We might do a really fun event coming up where Jim can go. I want to do a pool party, like a pool party launch party, and people can come and get dressed up or done up to look like mermaids. She didn't hit it. Good for her. She was very close.
Very close.
I was sweating.
I was waiting.
I was sweating.
Yeah.
And then that car, now the car's going to leave now that she's gone. Cuss you. She looks like a little blonde influencer, too, the one that was just there causing all the issues. I'm going to find her and talk to her about it later. Nobody cares about this. Do you want to talk about headlines, John?
I do.
Okay. Those fries good?
They're very good.
You just shoved like a whole handful in your mouth. You're like, Brendan's not going to stop
while
talking.
While you're talking, yeah, I need to get food in my
This
mouth.
is the perfect time. Brendan's on a tear.
Then he asked me a question.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry I did that too. 3 Church Street properties have filed requests for new conditional use permits with the city of Orlando. So these 3 previously closed Church Street entertainment locations.
Doesn't really help because a lot are closed on Church Street.
That's true. Well, Church Street Entertainment owned...
Is this Mako? Is it Mako?
Yeah, but Chillers,
Mako, in that area.
Irish, the Irish
Shannon
bar,
something,
and the one in the back. But they closed last year because of the economy, and
there's probably a few more things
right?
than that.
Orlando Business Journal picked it up. I couldn't read most of it because it was closed to me. I don't have the
Maybe we'll get you a
yet.
subscription.
That'd be great.
Maybe the Orlando Shine.
I was going to talk to Daddy Mo to sign me up. I want a subscription.
When you say it, you mean Attorney Mo DeWitt.
I do. Who's a great sponsor and backer. He's made Orlando Shine possible.
Yeah,
So
he's the
thank you to
sun
Mo.
in the shine.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a little godlike, but I don't know if we want to give him that much power. He's photosynthesizing my cells. There's a poet there. What was I saying? It closed last year. I reached out to Doug Taylor, who is one of the owners of Church Street Entertainment, to see what's happening because I guess OBJ couldn't get a hold of him. But guess what? I could.
Oh yeah.
And he texted me back immediately.
Let's hear. Do you have what he said?
I do. We'll just read it. Because I haven't followed up like he wanted me to, but he said, "We are simply attempting to maintain our right to place a nightclub as a potential tenant, and we need more time for repairs than the city was giving us, because they actually, after you close, the city only gives you, I want to say 6 months.
I think it was 6 months, yeah.
To turn it around, to open something else up, and it's been a year. Because they were sitting on it and waiting to see what the market was. They didn't just take whatever came. They don't think they should be penalized for that. So they're trying to get in. They said, we have the spaces available for lease in our buildings. We don't know who the ultimate tenant will be, much less if they will even be a nightclub.
Day club, maybe. Maybe a day club.
That's a big thing right now. Are you seeing these pop-up coffee shop raves?
I have not.
It's really cool. People are going at like 8 a.m. in the morning, 10 a.m.
That's my jam right there.
It is.
Yeah, get up, go
Here
get some coffee.
DJ, they did it. They've done it at Create Cafe.
I think I did see
times.
some video from that. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I don't know if it's an offshoot of like this whole booze-free clubbing thing that's also happening too. There's like a Jesus rave straight edge scene that's actually really picked up, and it's all over the TikToks. All the kids love going, or at least they love talking about going. I don't know if they're having that much fun when they're
I
there.
don't mind staying out, but I usually have to work the next day, or I
Okay.
got something going on the next
Yeah.
day, so I can't stay out super late.
So
I would go out
in the morning.
Yeah,
Get
in the
your
morning.
day started.
Yeah.
Right. Go boogie.
That's right.
And then go get some crap done
I think
at work.
I think it's a great idea.
I do too. I think it's
a
really
great
smart.
idea.
And I think it's really smart for the coffee shops to do that. So I haven't gone to one yet. I've been seeing them. I think there's one coming up at Lobos. I might be wrong. But just Google, coffee shop rave Orlando. I'm
See
sure
what
something will
shows
come up.
So they don't know what they're going to do with these properties on Church Street?
No, but they need
They
have
need
to get
time.
it prepped in time to do it. They don't want it to fall into some no man's land because of this permitting window that the city has, arbitrarily put up as part of this pilot.
And also, I'm sure the city wants Church Street to be somewhat revived. I mean, there's really nothing to do between
Well, you can't-
Orange Avenue and Huey there.
They shouldn't be able to just only give them the option to sell. Like that can't work. And you shouldn't have to. I don't think they can penalize a business owner or a property owner for they're actually updating the buildings. These are historic buildings that haven't had an opportunity to really be gutted inside for a long time, and they were used hard.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
put
sure
away
they used
wet.
them real hard at Mako's.
Oh, yeah, they did.
I walked by Mako. I don't think I ever
Was
went
Mako's
into
the one with the
Mako's.
swing?
I think so.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
always the one after Orlando Magic games where, like, I mean, like,
There were always hot chicks.
I say girls because they were like 18 in a day. Would be like, come to Mako's, come inside Mako's.
Mako's used to
and
bus
we're wearing
in,
nothing.
They used to bus in college program kids from Disney. They bring in a bus full of people and drop them. Oh, they're talking about us. They said, oh, they're podcasting. And that girl's like, I haven't been out of the house in 3 years.
Like, I want to go to a morning rave at a coffee shop. All right. Anyway, hopefully they can figure that out on Church
Yeah,
Street.
and it's a shame Mo couldn't come tonight because I wanted to ask him about this. But Bucky's is suing a local antique shop.
He did a whole video on this.
He did?
Yeah, I can speak for him.
Oh, good.
I
Well,
think.
then you want to talk about it?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, here's what I know.
I only know a little.
So, how do you say it? Prometheus Esoterica?
Yeah, that sounds good.
They nailed it there. So it is a Winter Park shop.
Sounds like you cast a Harry Potter spell.
Yeah, they sell like witchy stuff.
Antiques and taxidermy.
Yeah. What's the right word for that?
Esoterica.
It's like an oddity, but it's an oddity
It's an oddity shop,
Yeah, it's an oddity shop, and so it's over off of like Howell Branch and Horatio area.
In the low brow part of Winter Park.
in the Seminole County part of Winter Park.
Yeah, the light does not touch that part of their kingdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it's over there, and they were recreating the Buc-ee's logo. And if you don't know what Buc-ee's is, it's a huge gas station that sells food as well. But, like, huge, and has a cult following.
Everyone loves their beaver logo.
Yeah, beaver nuggets, I think they call them. And, well, the food they have there. And it's based in Texas, but they opened a bunch of locations here in Florida. Closest one, I think, is in Daytona Beach. So, anyway, they have like
the kids today love the Buc-ee's merch.
So there's a logo that they have, and this shop made T-shirts based on that logo. And so one was like a Krampus figure.
Yes.
And the other was like a punk rocker that had like face tattoos and piercings. And, yeah. So they just took the actual logo and added some stuff to it and sold it as like T-shirts.
Okay.
So Buc-ee's sent them I assume a cease and desist letter, and probably like, we're going to sue you if you keep selling this stuff.
Well, it sounds like they are suing them.
Yeah, and so apparently Mo did a video on this. If you go to Just Call Mo or at Just Call Mo on Instagram, you can see it. He basically talked about how Buc-ee's specifically is very litigious when it comes to their logo. Like, this is not an isolated case. There was what was it? There was a place called Super Fuels in Texas that was called, I can't remember what it was.
Another gas station?
It was another gas station. They sued him for that because the logo looked a little similar.
Okay.
There was one called Barky's, which was a coffee shop that
spelled kind of the same way.
Spelled kind of the same way, but not the same logo.
Okay.
There was a tack place, like a gun store called Tack Buck, that used kind of their logo, but not really.
That's different.
They've all sort of changed it. Anyway, every single one of these, Buc-ee's has sued, so they're very litigious.
That makes
on
me
this.
not like the brand.
Buc-ee's.
You know what I mean? Like if the brand is like that and they can't just work with these people.
The other argument is like, look, we've worked on our brand, our logo. We don't want somebody else taking that.
100%. I do get IP. Like when Ivanhoe Park Brewing was opening, they hired a PR agency to look at trending words in Orlando to name their beers after, and they were going to do a bungalower beer, and I said, and he actually, to his credit, reached out, Glenn Clausen, the owner, and I was like, well, I don't like that because we made that. No.
Yeah.
But maybe we can work with you to do like a bungalower type beer and we get a cut or something.
There you go.
Yeah, and he did. And it
Good.
was great, yeah.
So, do you have any word from the store or anything? Have they said anything? Or
Well, I know they. I know what they're looking for. They're claiming trademark infringement, unfair competition, counterfeiting, unjust enrichment, and deceptive and unfair trade practices.
This is Buc-ee's.
Because they're saying they're presenting it in a way that they're fooling people into thinking that it's their authentic merchandise, which I don't think that's true at all.
I mean, I will say I saw both logos. It literally is their logo with some added graphics.
They want to stop all sales. They want all of the items destroyed, and they want monetary damages and legal fees paid for, and a jury trial.
I mean, this is a tiny shop in Winter Park. I assume you could have probably just sent them a really nasty cease and desist, and they'd have been like, "Oh, we better not mess
And I
with
don't
this.
know them, so I didn't reach out for
I
a
don't-
quote
I don't
from
know 'em
Prometheus,
either.
but I know that nobody else has been able to get a quote from
It
them.
makes me want to go buy a shirt
Yeah, before they wreck
before
them
they
all.
get rid, before they have a big
Can they sue
seance
us for
burning.
buying it?
Huh?
I thought, can they sue us
I don't
for buying
think so.
Like, what happens
This is
if
not
I
a-
wear one and then a Bucky's trademark lawyer sees me wearing it?
I don't think so. I
No?
don't think so.
Okay,
No,
that's good.
No, I think
But if
you're
I
all
sell
good.
it at a garage sale, could I get fined?
Maybe, but
Whoa.
they'd have to figure that out, though. This is not a Napster situation where they're going to track you down and sue you.
Well,
At least
thank
I don't
God.
think so.
Uh,
I'm not an attorney, though.
we have Disney's is launching a new nighttime parade. If you want to, they're very excited. It's called Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away at Magic Kingdom.
I went to a Disney parade one time when I worked at Wesh, and it was like the last one they were doing for this like specific
Was it at
parade.
Epcot?
I don't remember. It was like a huge. I think it was at
How do you
Magic
not
Kingdom.
remember?
I don't know. It was 10 years ago, but it was like a huge deal that they were
Trauma.
stopping.
You block out trauma.
No, I just didn't care enough to remember.
All right.
But like I remember it was a big deal that this one was ending, and so is this like a big deal that they're
Yeah,
bringing?
it's
All
a big.
right.
People are really excited. And it's the resort's first nighttime parade in years.
It might have been they canceled or they stopped doing that other one, and this is like the next one.
10 years ago.
It was a big deal.
Gosh, we're old.
I
hey?
know. When was the last time you were at Disney?
Oh man, years. It's been years. I'll go to
Like
the
the
resorts more than the. Yeah,
I was at House of Blues on Monday when I saw
Okay.
Modest Mouse.
That's fun. I like Disney Springs. I've been there a few times recently. I'll go there more, but getting into the parks, no. Even though my sister is a higher up chef over there, and I
Really?
can get in for free. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like an area chef, like area manager chef. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to get her in trouble. I
Why don't we
think
take
we're
a
out
break?
of time.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We're out of time for this little
Yeah,
segment.
for the
Don't
same-
go nowhere.
But we got lots to talk about when we come back, like that sheriff that got arrested in Osceola.
Ooh, we got to talk about that one.
Yeah.
All right. We're here at Redlight Redlight, hanging out here in Audubon Park, eating some food.
It's good.
It's very good. Thanks for listening.
Hush, puppy.
From the theme parks to downtown Brick Street.
Hey, Florida teachers, you've earned more than just a thank you. You've earned a vacation. Attorney Mo DeWitt from JustCallMo.com is giving one lucky Florida teacher a free cruise. That's right, sun, sea, and serious relaxation all on Mo DeWitt. Go to JustCallMo.com/cruise to nominate a teacher today. Once again, enter today at JustCallMo.com/cruise.
I made this record for you to jam, so use it.
Welcome back to the Orlando Shine Show with John and Brendan, and I am John Bustager.
And I wonder how many vampires have been run over by people who back up using just their mirrors. Brendan O'Connor.
It's pretty good. I like that one.
And they're all like, ow! God,
But it's only
damn
at
it,
night,
another
though.
one.
Only at night, because the vampires can't be out during the day.
That's true. Yeah, they're all, but all these drunk drivers just backing up into vampires all the time. If you hit a bump, it was probably a vampire.
Yeah, so we are here at Redlight Light here in Audubon Park, hanging out.
Yeah. And having some food. We just saw Chef Jes Tantalo, and she didn't think we'd eaten enough, so she's bringing us some more food.
Yeah, she is. I'm excited.
That's a good friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if we're paying for it or not.
She's like, you're
whatever.
looking thin.
Yeah, thanks.
Eat some food.
That was the subtext. Was it looks like we're on Wegovy. You're too Ozempic. Did you know Ozempic leaches? It makes your bones more brittle.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
If you're on it for a long time, they have to do bone density scans to make sure that you can still be on it. Yeah. So
That
if you're
does
on
sound-
it and your doctor didn't tell you that, make sure you get a bone density
Drink
scan.
some milk.
Yeah, you'll get osteoporosis.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
It doesn't.
All right.
Things
Oh, yeah.
to think about.
But we're hanging out here talking
Yeah.
about the Orlando Shine Show. That's the new venture.
It's the new venture.
Follow it on Instagram and Facebook, and go to OrlandoShine.com. You can sign up for the newsletter, which eventually will come out.
Our production quality so far has just been game changing.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say everything seems better.
It's like you're in the major leagues now.
It kind of feels like that. The microphones are better. Our graphics are good. We had a video snippet on the gram that did really well.
And on the YouTube shorts.
And on the YouTube, and our numbers are higher than they've ever been.
Great.
Yeah, people love it.
And if you want to have us, invite us over to your restaurant or bar. We'll come by.
If you're a long-time listener and we've never been to your place of business, well, is it because it's boring?
Is it because it's far from downtown?
Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore.
No, we'll come by.
Within reason.
Yeah, I ain't driving to Tampa.
No, not yet. There might be a thing in the...
We can do an overnight. Maybe we do an overnight.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. If there's a hotel or something that wants to have us stay, I'll come out.
Well, people keep asking me what the coverage area of the Orlando Shine's going to be.
Say your mom.
Is it just downtown? Your mom.
Your mom's coverage area.
And I tell them it's going to be the same coverage area as the radio show.
And wherever I want to go.
Yeah, Central Florida, wherever my heart takes me, like Donnie Darko.
Yes, or wherever you can hitch a ride without a car.
Well, I'm getting a car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've been saving up.
You pulling that trigger on that microbus?
I'm trying to.
You think so?
I would love a microbus. There was one specifically that I shared, and it had a name. It was called the baked potato. And it looked beautiful.
Did it look like a potato?
Kinda. It looked a little rusty on the outside, but it was a patina that they made it look.
I think it's
rusty.
just rusty.
And no, it was
it's
a
just
patina.
out in the snow, and then it turned into
And the inside
rust.
was gorgeous. Like, it was all the best. It was just really cool. I want to see it.
All right. Maybe a sensible car.
I'm looking, actually,
maybe like a car that will get you from point A to point B without breaking down.
That's what Scotty's like. Don't buy, Scotty, my gay boyfriend, it keeps saying, like, don't just get a used car because then it'll break down and we don't know how to fix it. You need to get a new car, is what he's saying.
Well, you could get a used car, just that maybe one that is newer used.
Yeah. I don't know. If anyone out there has what I really want is a van that I can have a Pegasus painted on the side. That's what I want. I want like a Dodge Caravan, like 80s band van. That's what I want.
That sounds like it's going to break down the moment you turn the engine on.
But there are smaller micro, like Japanese vans that have that same vibe, and I think that's where I'm leaning.
Maybe just a Honda Civic.
This is probably what I'm going to get. Because whatever I get, I'm trying to buy it in time for me to go home. I want to drive it to Canada. Whatever I get.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go to Canada in August, and I want to drive my new car up, take my time, fart in the woods, and work remotely for a little bit.
So if you know of a vehicle that Brendan can buy,
let's just put that out there. If you guys, if you see one, you have a friend that's selling something cute that's, I don't know, $10,000. That's what I'm looking at.
Don't tell him right now. You got to haggle, Brendan. You got to haggle a little bit.
I'll haggle when we see it, maybe.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let's stop doing the Craigslist on the radio.
Well, it's important. We were talking before the break about a sheriff in the Osceola sheriff, Marcos Lopez. He was arrested. Did we not talk about this last week?
We didn't last week. It kind of like just happened last week.
Good.
So, and we talked about a bunch of other stuff.
He was arrested on June 5th on charges of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering.
So he was a re-elected sheriff. So he's been sheriff for a while.
A long time. I guess he's infamous for calling people charlatans. It's one of his favorite words.
I didn't know that.
Because there's a restaurant in Kissimmee that came out with a charlatan burger in his honor.
Why don't we say what he did?
But we just did, racketeering.
Well, that's a very vague thing. So it has to do with an illegal gambling facility in Kissimmee.
Yeah, it's not to be confused with the 1991 film starring Jennifer Connelly's eyebrows.
Yeah.
And
so supposedly this I'm just going off of what I remember and what I've read. The illegal gambling netted it was like $22 million has come in, and I think
illicit proceeds.
And he profited at least $700,000 allegedly.
Okay.
This is all what they've sort of reported
to keep it hush hush. That was his role, right?
Yes.
Was to protect them and buffer them and keep it hush-hush.
According to what's been put out.
Yeah.
So he was arrested in Osceola County, which is wild that the sheriff would be arrested, but...
it took a long time.
Yeah.
They were building a case.
And he got arrested and was sent up to Lake County, I think, to jail.
Oh, yeah, he's in jail.
Yes, and his bail was set at $1 million.
And then they were trying to reduce it, but then the meeting or the trial. What do you call it?
They canceled the hearing
The
for
hearing.
whatever reason. This is why we should have
We don't know
Attorney
why.
Mo DeWitt on to talk about these legal
Well,
things.
I actually specifically put in a few legal things in here because I thought he was coming.
He's
but
not here tonight.
I know.
He's going to Mexico tomorrow.
to racketeer.
No, a vacation.
He just got back from vacation.
He's a vacationing man.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Good for him.
Yes.
He works hard to support me. And you.
Yes.
Yeah, so he deserves a little break. Shakira and Post Malone concerts have made waves recently because
Sound waves.
People could hear them in districts very far away from Paramore.
So
or
Shakira
West
played
Lakes.
in last week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she played last week, and I wasn't home that
June
night.
4th.
Yeah, it was a Wednesday, I think. I had a hockey game that night, but I remember it was pretty loud, and my wife was like, it was so loud at the house.
So loud.
And we live in College Park, and we could hear it. and
People
you
could hear it in Altamont Springs.
You could hear the bass, apparently.
Yeah.
So her concert was super loud, and everybody was, I don't say everybody, people were complaining about it.
I did not hear it.
How did you not hear it?
I don't know. Scotty could hear it in the kitchen. I could not hear it in my office.
Wow.
But with this recent Post Malone concert, our windows were rattling.
That was louder.
Yeah.
I guess I thought the Shakira one was louder, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, it's interesting. And then when somebody would complain, people got a quote from Commissioner Robert Stewart, who that's his district, and he basically was like, concerts are going to be loud, and
that is not. I will say that is not the.
humidity makes noises louder.
That was not the first concert I've ever heard from my house. I know I've heard. I think I heard the Rolling Stones. I think Guns N' Roses played it a few years ago. I heard that.
There's got to be. So we have noise ordinances in place.
They are, but they
any
stop
other
at midnight,
small
right?
venue would get in trouble. Well, you get special permits to do it after a certain amount of time.
But these
right?
all have stopped at midnight or 11.
Okay.
I think Shakira was over by 11. Post Malone went late because it rained so much, so we had to play later.
I hear they make donations to like Paramore and Westlake's
They do.
neighborhood groups because of it, like hush money.
EDC does that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know what?
But they don't do it for everybody else?
I don't know.
I just think it doesn't need to be that
I'll
loud.
just say this. As a resident who hears it,
Yeah.
I don't really care.
You don't?
I don't. I mean, I am not one that has a bunch of kids. I don't have to wake up super
Thank
early.
God.
So, I understand the complaints, but like, it's like,
Yeah,
I'll say
I love
this.
Candy
It's
Rain.
like 3 days a year. It's not like it's every single night.
No, it's not a lot, but there's got to be something. Can't they turn it down a little?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
If it's too
Why does
loud,
it-
you're too old.
If
That's
you-
what they say, right? Right? But like, they have to have these problems.
hate
Like,
that.
But like when bands play at outdoor stadiums, like it has to happen other places.
But it doesn't. There's no reason for it to be so loud you could hear it in Altamont Springs. Like, people are going to get hearing damage at the concert.
It's true. Apparently, like I said, I thought Shakira was really loud, but
Yeah.
people say Post Malone was just as loud. So I don't know.
I was very tongue-in-cheek in our share of it, and I was like, only white neighborhoods were complaining about Shakira because they were hearing that thumpa-thumpa hip music.
Yes.
And they were like, what is this mumbo-jumbo? That's why they complained. And then Post Malone is, poster boy.
I don't know
for
if there's
America.
any other concerts coming up at Camping World, to my knowledge.
I don't know.
Like any big ones.
Well, Mel did another video about this. He did a fun little, like, you may have a case.
Oh, we did a little joke meme.
But
it
was
was a
there
meme.
any honesty?
No,
in
no,
that?
no.
So you can't sue the city for a loud concert.
I don't. You can probably do a noise complaint. I don't really know.
I'd be interested to see if there's like I wonder if someone's ever done like a class action from like different neighborhoods around a city because it's too loud.
How were you injured? That's the question.
Well, your ears.
No, all right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do you prove? You have to prove you're injured or
Yes,
you were
I think so.
adversely affected.
I think so.
Okay,
And I think it might be tough for one night of the year.
Muppet Vision 3D has closed at Hollywood's. Well, is it called Hollywood Studios now? Or
I don't know. I'm not a Disney man. This
I
is two
can't
Disney
remember.
stories in one show.
It is.
Wow.
Well, we're starting to. That's our coverage area. It's all part of it. We will be talking a little
You're
bit
going to
about
show up
theme
with
parks from
Mickey
now.
Mouse ears next week, aren't you?
Yeah, I like the parks.
Really?
Yeah, and that was something that I always felt weird about not covering before because I do think it's a big reason why we're here.
It
A
is.
lot of
No,
people here.
absolutely. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a way to cover the parks that's more fun. Because a lot of people cover the park.
They do, and they do it in a weird way. Because now that I'm seeing more of that coverage, right? Because I'm trying to dabble in it, and I'm seeing what's coming and what other people are covering, and it's always going to be like, here's my take on what they did wrong with Epic Universe. And it's like, what do you know? You're 21 years old. What, have you built an amusement park before? What do you know about this?
I mean, it's tough because a lot of them, I think, have a delicate balance because they can't say too much bad stuff because for fear of getting invited back. For fear of getting not invited back.
We'll see what happens.
All right, so no more
I'd
Muppet.
Like to be invited.
I like the Muppets. That's too bad.
Yeah, and
they
my
got to
friend
refresh that.
Heather
right?
Henson was there. Jim Henson's daughter was there for the last go around, and it's been making the rounds. There's a great video of her coming out and thanking everybody for their support. And she looks exactly like her dad, but in drag. She's with her hair all.
Is that
piled
a compliment
up.
or not?
I think so. All
right.
I love her. I love Heather. She's great. I used to do a lot of work for her. License plate readers are being installed downtown. Did you hear about this?
I saw the meme that you made, the video.
Oh, thanks. It was good, right?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I like that one. I like that one.
Like, crap, I left my readers at home. It was a camera. They're going to use, the OPD wants to use it to scan any and all cars that go through downtown, and they'll cross-reference using, I don't know, robot technology to see what's in the databases.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like if you ran if there's something out for you, they're trying to find you.
Oh man. Okay. So we actually asked for like one thing.
Oh my gosh.
and she brought 10
Chef
things.
Jes Tantalo, what did you bring
what
us?
did you bring out?
What speaking to my microphone.
So you said you're going to be on a podcast next week. We'll give you a little practice.
And she said
this
how
week.
nervous she gets about it. But Jess, what did you make
let's
here?
Let's put her on the spot right now.
So I brought you the watermelon salad with the caraway pickled red cabbage and the miso goat cheese, the fried olives with Parmesan, the fish dip, and the chicken schnitzel with the Napa salad.
Wait, what's the thing? What's this?
The which one?
Oh, that's mac and cheese. All right.
Yeah, the mac and cheese with the chili crisp. You gotta
Never heard of mac and cheese before, eh, John?
No, I have. I have. We call it craft dinner.
Oh, yeah.
This
is nothing here is your run-of-the-mill average Joe Schmo stuff. These are all elevated. This is chef-driven bar food, is it not, Jeff? I just called you Jeff for some reason.
That's my actual real name. Yeah. You can't Jeff that up.
Can't Jeff that up. Thanks, Chef.
Thank you,
Chef.
Chef.
Looks amazing. We're going to take lots of pictures. Okay, great.
So it's not just drinking here at Redlight. They have amazing food as well.
They do, and Chef Jes is just the sweetest, most talented person. I love her so much. I'm saying that extra loud so she can hear me.
Friday for fish and gnocchi.
Come back on Friday for fish and gnocchi?
Yeah, there's the charred cabbage. We always do a fresh catch. And right now we have a gnocchi with a collard green pesto and roasted mushrooms.
I like everything
that
you
sounds
just said.
so good.
Collard green pesto? That sounds fantastic.
We love it here, so come try.
All right. Thanks, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Awesome. What were we saying?
I don't remember. I don't
either.
remember.
All I can think about now is collard pesto.
Yeah, me too.
Look at these broccoli heads walking by in front
Go back
of the
to
brewery.
license plate readers.
Well, I can't. What's up with kids today all having their hair looking like a broccoli? What's up with that? Scotty and I, whenever we drive by, we're like, look at those broccoli heads. License plate readers. OPD, they're going to use the tech to find bad people.
They always, are they already not doing this on other roads?
Downtown. They're going to do downtown and in the parking garages. Which, to be honest, what I keep hearing from OPD is how much trouble is happening in those downtown parking garages.
I've seen some videos.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Seminole County is, I think, still on a boil water advisory.
The whole county?
Yeah.
Really?
They had an issue at their Southeast Regional Water Treatment Plant that caused the system pressure to drop. And because it dropped so low, it allowed for possible intrusion of gross water or other things.
Interesting.
I don't know, turds or something.
There's just turds floating everywhere?
Just waiting. Turds are always waiting to get in there. You know? So as soon as the pressure dropped, it happened.
It's time, everybody.
Yeah, so the power was restored, but, just to be careful, they're telling everybody to boil their water in case there's a secret turd in there.
You think people are actually boiling their water?
In Seminole County, 100% not.
Yeah. You're like, it's fine.
Yeah, because there is a certain type of people that just don't like being told what to do. And that's a rural enough county where that happens to be the most, right?
I think
the
so.
government. And
I mean,
how do you
maybe some
reach-
people are just buying bottled water to drink.
Some are.
I don't.
You got to use it for your teeth brushing and.
If there was a boil water alert in Orange County, would you boil the water?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I would for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually I might be
I'd
like...
boil a whole bunch at once and then just have like a big
How long
pot.
you got to boil water for before it's like...
You have to keep it there for a minute, I think.
Is that it?
Yeah, at least 1 minute before consuming or making ice.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Good to
boil
know.
it for a minute.
I don't think I've ever lived anywhere where I had to boil my water.
Well, aren't you fancy? We grew up on a well. We had well water growing up. So
You turned out all right.
I think I did. Some people might say maybe that's what turned me gay.
You think so?
Was the water. Yeah, I've heard that joke before. The former Hammered Lamb building is for sale. I think there's a hair salon upstairs and there's a tattoo shop in
And
there.
those are still open.
Yes.
Hammer Lamb closed.
Closed. How much do you think they want for the building?
$2 million.
They want $4 million
$4
with barely any parking.
Yeah, there's no parking there.
Yeah, there's like 6 spots.
Would you buy it for $4 million?
No.
No.
If I
No?
had $4 million?
Yeah, would you buy that building?
No.
I don't think so.
No, if I had $4 million, I would buy a whole bunch of tiny houses, and then I'd plop them in empty lots around town in between big mansions. And they'd have really long driveways, and I'd put little balloons on top so it looked like up houses. That's what I would do with $4 million.
Would this just be like houses for you, so you could like go around the town and be like,
I'd rent them out.
we can go back to my place. It's nearby.
I'd rent. Well, yeah, I'd always have a house around the corner to like, make out with hot guys. Yeah, no, it'd be for renting, Airbnb, or renting out to artists or musicians. They could always live in the up houses. That'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think you're ever gonna have that come true.
Well, thanks, John. Thanks for pooping in my Cheerios once again. Boars are taking over Lake Eola, and I'm not talking about old people.
Lake Nona. Lake Nona.
What did I say?
Lake Eola.
Oh, same.
Probably
not
been a
thing.
boar there at some point.
I would just Scotty. What a bore. Lake Nona. They're an invasive species, and they love to root things up and look for grubs.
They sure do. They like tear it apart.
Yeah, and unfortunately, manicured lawns are a very easy target
Plus,
because they're
when you-
moist.
When you start getting out to Lake Nona, I mean, it's pretty close to some pretty rural parts of
Yeah,
Orange County and
still.
Brevard County. Yeah.
Which is great.
And so the
But
boars
these
are
people-
coming over to the lawns.
Yeah, it actually makes me think of what's the boar worms. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Flash Gordon.
Oh, all right.
Flash.
I know the song. I don't think I've ever actually seen Flash Gordon. The movie.
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
I will watch it with you.
I think they're playing it at the Winter Garden Theater. Yeah.
Shut up.
No, yeah, they are.
They are? We need to go.
I don't know. It's soon, too. It's
Oh,
soon.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm going to write about that for...
Yeah. I think there's a movie called Flesh Gordon. You ever heard of that?
Flesh
Yeah,
Gordon?
it's like a sexy version.
It is?
It might be a porno.
Flash Gordon's pretty sexy on its own.
This might go one step further.
Whoa. You see Bone?
Probably.
Like an HBO special?
Google it.
All right. Yeah, bars. Sorry about the boars, Lake Nona. We'll see what happens. There's a new adults-only bar in Spaceship Earth.
Ooh.
If you're into that, that's the third Disney story of
Wow.
the evening.
Wow.
It's called Geo 82.
I saw a bunch of videos on TikTok and Instagram.
Did you know you and I are as old as Epcot? It opened in October 82.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a good way to measure it. So Geo is like the planet, like Spaceship Earth, and then 82 is the year it was built. And they're selling fireworks packages because you can see the whole park from it.
Only $180.
$180
Wow.
per person
Wow.
to see the fireworks from Spaceship Earth.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's for rich people who like air conditioning.
All right, we got to go, Brendan.
We gotta go?
We do got to go.
Okay, well, keep an eye out for the Evil Dead in concert, which is coming in November.
I'm looking forward to that. I might go to that.
Let's go to that.
All right, let's go to that.
Maybe we can make it a thing, like a get-together for Orlando Shiners.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Is that what we're calling it? The Shiners?
I don't. The membership program I think is going to be longer. It'll be like like the Order of Distinguished Gentlemen something. I want it to be funny.
Okay.
So we'll see where that goes.
All right.
Thank you to Chef Jes Tantalo for bringing out all of this amazing
food. We're going to have some photos.
Gosh, that watermelon with that whipped miso cheese, that's
so
crazy.
good. Yeah, if you think, like I said, if you think Red Light is just a bar to get beer,
it's not.
Wrong.
Whoa.
Super good.
I always forget, and I love Jess, but I always forget how chef-driven it is here.
It is.
And what great dishes. And not crazy expensive. Right?
No.
All right. Tune in next week. I don't know where we're going to be.
Who
but
knows? Send us somewhere. If you know somewhere to go, tell us.
Yeah,
We'll
invite
go.
us out. Why haven't y'all invited us out?
Nobody's ever invited us out. Ever. Yeah, go to OrlandoShine.com and sign up for the newsletter.
Please.
From the theme parks to downtown brick streets, from winter garden to sandy bare feet, everywhere the light touches is our kingdom. We're spilling tea and dropping wisdom.